What's going on YouTube? It's me Austin here from Just Around Film Productions, and this is an update on Hurricane Florence. Now, as probably most of you all know, it appears that there's about a 75 to 85% chance that Florence can make a direct impact on the eastern seaboard. The areas I'm talking about, or the states that might be affected by this, is North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Now, according to the cone, this is where they think that the storm is going to go. Then again, this is still about 5 days off, so anything could in fact change. But if you notice, this one recently updated now. It appears the storm is making a westward turn, an eastern turn. Now, thankfully, though, at first they thought that by the time the storm hit the East Coast, that it'll become a Category 4 storm. But now they said that by the time it does hit North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, it's only going to be a Cat 2 with about 100-mile-an-hour winds. Now, just because the storm is a Category 2 does not mean it's not going to produce any damage. Now, the main concern with the storm is beach erosion, storm surge, and lots of heavy rain, which could impact small communities if you live along the beach. So, as I said, there's going to be flooding involved. There's going to be beach erosion, storm surge, as well as maybe a couple of tornadoes, if at best. But then again, we don't know that yet. Now, the bad news is the fact that people are saying, according to what the computer models are showing, is the fact it appears that the storm is going to stall for at least a couple of days before it gets on the move again. So that's something that we must look out for, because that's definitely bad news. Because when a hurricane usually stalls, then you know that it's going to cause even more greater damage. Now, Hurricane Harvey, as probably most of you all know, Hurricane Harvey hit Houston last year, and this is exactly what Harvey did. So here we go. So here's the cone. Now, down below, we have two different storms that are already starting to form. We have Helene, and then we have Isaac. Now, it's still uncertain at this time if those are going to make a direct impact on the U.S., but based off of what the computer models are showing, it looks like that they're not really going to impact it doesn't appear that that it's going to impact the U.S., but that could change. So right now, by the time it gets close to the East Coast, it's going to be a Cat 4, but now they're saying that it's going to be down to a Cat 2 by the time it hits the East Coast. Now, for those of you who live in one of the 3 states that I mentioned, I highly recommend to check your local news station for any updates, or you can also go on if you have a weather app, you can go and do that too. But I highly recommend everybody to follow their local news station for any updates on the storm. Now, right now, 3 states have, as of right now, 3 states are currently under. There's currently 3 states that have declared a state of emergency. That includes, as I said, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, as well as some parts of Georgia. Which this area right here, there's some parts of Georgia that, including on the South Carolina and Georgia line, it's definitely going to be impacted too. But anyways, I thank you guys for watching. As I said, there will be an update coming out tomorrow as soon as we get more information in. But anyways, I thank you guys for watching.